Hey everyone, welcome back here to the channel. And today's video is how to set goals that you'll actually follow through with and achieve. Because most entrepreneurs don't know how to do that. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the show.
Top of the morning, welcome back. This is the Game Changer podcast with Setema Gali. You guys better get your minds right and get up and let's go. See, it's more than the game that we changing.
Hey, thanks for watching, guys. Hey, if you're watching this for the first time, hit the subscribe button if you like it. If it makes a difference, share it on with someone. All right, let's talk about goals here, right? You hear goals, outcomes, targets, results, something that you want. When was the last time you set a goal and you actually achieved it? And I'm not talking about set a goal to go walk for 5 minutes. I'm talking like big goal, big something amazing. Well, I'm going to teach you how to do this. But before I do, I want to tell you a little story here. So I've been on a journey of bodybuilding, okay? And I'm about 50 pounds down. And again, this is the new me. The old me, I'm sure we can find a picture, but I was big. I was just a big dude. And I'd set these goals to get where I'm at today. And I want to share with you the reason why I failed early on. Number one, obviously we lack clarity. You're not really clear if that's what you really want. Number two, you don't know what's required. And even if you know what's required, you're not capable of doing what's required. You lack the preparedness, the resource. And then number three, there's no deep enough reason why to embrace the suck and do the work. But I'm going to teach you how to set goals that actually get you the results that you want. So first and foremost, step one is establish what we call current reality. Current reality, what is that? It's where you are today. It's the facts about who you are and where you are. So if I was doing for my body, current reality back a good year ago was, hey, I'm 320 pounds. My body fat's probably 23, 24%. I eat in and out 3 days a week. I eat ice cream 4 days a week at night. I eat cereal. I eat burritos and tacos. I don't consistently meal prep. In fact, I don't meal prep at all. That was current reality. Now, the other current reality is I lifted 5 to 6 days a week, was doing no cardio. So I can take my current reality of what is. Here's what I want you to do. Step one is current reality. So whether it's your physicality or your money, like what's the current reality? What do you have in your bank account? How much do you have coming in every month? Do you have debt? If so, how much is it? What's the paycheck? What's the savings? What's the plan? That's current reality. Okay. Number two, I always say, look far enough into the future to give you some type of vision for something. Again, with my clients, we'll typically start at 30 years. I know you're like, 30 years? Like, yeah, 30 years. Then we come back to 10. We call it reverse engineer. So 30 years from now, I know that when I retire, 30 years, I'm going to be 70. Oh my gosh, I'm going to be 80. Oh, I'll be 80 years old. I want at least $50,000 to $60,000 a month coming into my bank account at a minimum. That's what I want coming in. Now, do I think there'll be more? Of course. If I want that coming in, I got to know that in the next 10 years, I've got to be at a certain place. Then from 10 years, I come back to 3 years. So we call it a 30-year legacy. Then I call it a 10-year vision, then a 3-year picture, then a 1-year goal. And even in 1 year from now, so today when I'm shooting this, it's November 2025. Where do you want to be 1 year from now? And again, this requires truth. It requires you to be transparent and honest. Don't lie about it. Just tell the truth. What do you want? And if that's hard for you, start with what do you not want? What do you not want? Most people can answer that easily. I don't want to be broke, don't want to be fat, don't want to be alone, don't want to be miserable, don't want to be spiritually or emotionally or financially bankrupt. Be real about it, like, I don't want that. So write that down. So step one, right? Establish current reality. Step two, cast a big vision, at least 1 year, 3 year, 5 years, just into the future. Then we start to come back. And again, if you have a hard time with what you want, then start with what you don't want. And then from there, whatever it is you don't want, flip it to the opposite. I don't want to be obese. Okay, cool. I want to be lean. Okay, now we got to start to get specific. I have these 3 acronyms. Well, before that, any result that I have has 2 components. What and why. What do you want? Why does it matter? What do you want? Why does it matter? What do you want has to be specific, measurable, and yours. Specific. Lean is not specific enough. Like lean for me is going to be, as I get older, like 260 pounds. Today I'm about 272 pounds. So as I get older, I want that scale to drop to 260 to 250. Measurable. How will we know that we pulled it off? I want more money. That's not specific or measurable. I want an extra $1 million or 50,000 or whatever that number is. I want an extra $5,000 a month. That's measurable. We can measure that. And then yours means it's got to be yours. You have to want it. You have to desire it. Specific, measurable, and yours. So that's the what. The why is, why does it matter? Why does it matter? See, the why is the driving force. They're the reasons. It's the holy cause. And we say why times 5. Why does that matter? Well, why does it matter that I wanted to lose weight? Because I was sick and tired of being big. Well, why does that matter? Because I don't need to be 320 pounds anymore. Well, why does that matter? Because I want to influence other people. And the bigger I am, the more people just don't take me that serious. I'm just a big, fat, happy, jolly guy. Well, why does that matter? Because I also want my sons and my family to look at me and say, dude, my daddy's jacked. You see what I'm saying? 2011, I was financially broke. And I went to go knock doors as a door-to-door salesman. Why did I want to go knock doors and make money that first summer in the doors? Why? Because I was sick and tired of being broke. Well, why did that matter? Because I knew I was meant for more. Why does that matter? Because I wanted to live my purpose and making a difference for other people. Why did that matter? Because I wanted my family, I wanted my wife, my kids to look at me and say, man, that's our man, that's our daddy. Why does that matter? Because it makes me feel good. I'm a man. I'm wired to provide. So every time you dig on the whys, it creates this holy cause. Why does this matter? Well, because anything of worth and value, anything worthwhile is going to be hard and difficult. So if you're setting goals that aren't specific, measurable yours, that don't have a deep why, you're in trouble. It's not going to work. Having the target is one of the most important things. The outcome, the result is one of the most important things, because if you get the wrong target, you spend the rest of your time building a machine and building things to go get the thing you don't even want. Can you imagine if someone says, I want to bulk up, and someone thinks that meant to get lean, so we're buying cod and salmon and asparagus and we're under eating. They're like, this ain't work. It's not what I want. You don't want to spend time and money and energy doing the wrong activities. Okay, third. So let's go back, right? We establish current reality, establish the outcome, the target. Third is we start to do what's called pathing and building the system. If you build a system to get your goals, you're more likely to achieve the goals. What's a system? A system is a series or sequence of events that, when done in the right order, gives you predictable, accelerated results. What's my system? Simple. I wake up about 4:30 or 5 every morning. I journal. I meditate. I do breath work. I do conscious self-creation. These are my morning routines. It primes me for the day and gives me victories. I then usually hit the gym. Another victory. Take my supplements. Drink my water. Victory, 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 victory. By the time I get home about 7:45, I've already got an hour 15 killer workout. My blood's pumping. My body's gotten working. I take my sons to school, come back, and then I dive into my work. What's my system for my body? I prep all my food. Food's prepped. My food is literally on the counter or in the fridge prepped. I've got all my meals ready to go today. That's a system. I never travel. If I'm going to be gone for more than an hour from my home, I'm taking a meal with me. If I know I'm going to be gone for half a day, I'm taking 3 meals with me. That's a system. Let's talk about spiritually. Let's say I have a goal to be more spiritual. I want to be spiritual, which means maybe, and again, how do we make spirituality measurable? That means you say, look, if I'm reading my scriptures, if I'm praying day and night, if I'm attending church and worship, I can say that I'm working on spirituality. Okay, so got to go to church, got to read scriptures daily, got to say prayer morning and night. Okay, so I build a system. Before I leave the home, I'm going to pray. Before I go to bed, I'm going to pray. Okay, done. That's locked in. When would I find the time to read my scriptures? Before I work. I know I'm going to work, so I read the word of God before I work. That's a system. The system is I pray when I get up. I read the word before I do my work. Pray when I go to bed, and as soon as I go to church. That's a system. For work, again, there's a depth of things and protocols that we do here inside of the Game Changer protocol. 30-day missions, daily high-value targets, weekly high-value targets, weekly return report. I don't want to overwhelm you, but all I'm saying is establish your current reality, establish the future vision, come back, and then we establish the right target. As long as that target in the right direction is what you really, really want, we can start to figure out how to get you what you want. And if you'll do that and build that system, whole world's going to change. Listen, we have an entire protocol with systems and tools and blueprints that will help you to get what you want. We've had thousands upon thousands of clients, men and women just like you. How did we come up with these protocols? We ran something called immersion into the circle of champions. For 10 plus years, men and women from all over the country flew to Southern California, then they flew to Destin, Florida, where I lived, and then they fly to Vegas to work with us, virtually and in person. I'd love to help you with this protocol. I have an event coming up. I invite you to check out that link and come and join us for the event. You're going to love it. We'll change your entire world. Click on the link. I can't wait to show you how to do this and to build out the most amazing 2026. My friends, have an amazing day today. Until next time, I'm out.